we actually get into this, I just want to let you know that all of the games that are listed on our little graphic here, if you're watching, and if you're not, you'll be watching it on YouTube. Maybe it depends on how many times to say the F word. All of the games that are listed on here are actually listed. Are listed for pre-order as of right now. So you have Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, Battlefield 1, the BioShock, the collection. So that's the 3 games. You also have the Destiny collection that's coming out and the new Skyrim that's down here. So all of these are available for pre-order.
Did you just come? Monkey balls.
Well, I don't want to talk about that.
Did you just come, Rainbow?
Can I do this?
Sorry.
What is wrong with you, bitch? Don't talk about that Lisbo right now.
That's where she just came like a rainbow.
I know. Did you guys catch some Skittles too? Because, like...
Taste that rainbow.
Oh, man. Okay, so, well, this is another one that's not going to make it to YouTube. She was like, "Hee!"
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, so obviously it's not uncommon knowledge that with almost every game that's been released within the last few years, the ability to pre-order has always been an option, but it's starting to come to light between gamers whether or not it's actually necessary or even a beneficial investment to make. So years ago, video game pre-orders, they were exclusive to only a few major titles, so like Call of Duty, Halo. I think the Borderlands 2 was, I don't think the first one was, but I think Borderlands 2 because Borderlands 1 did really good. Things like that.
Yeah, most of the Halos.
Yes. So major titles like that, you know, they were available for pre-order and they often came with like some kind of reward for pre-ordering and it was usually done in a tiered effect. So to give you an idea, the last... Oh my god, no, not the last one. I think it was Call of Duty Black Ops 2. You pre-ordered it, and depending on where you were at during the pre-release that you pre-ordered, you received 1, 2, 3, or 4 prizes that you got just for pre-ordering. So we're talking, you know, just little simple things like posters, limited edition helmets. I think that one was for Halo. Keychains, statues, t-shirts, you know, stuff like that. Basically the same thing that you would get from Loot Crate. Was released just for pre-ordering their game. So it kind of gave back to the players, made their $60 more worth it. However, over the last couple of years, we've seen more and more that even the smallest games are available for pre-order. A good example would be the Dead Island Definitive Edition, which was released back in May for those that are going to watch this video that haven't like really been concerned about it. I mean, it basically had little to no advertisement or promotion prior to it being released. But it was still available for pre-order when you went into GameStop. So a lot of the issues that have been surrounding the pre-orders as to whether or not they're actual good investments is you're basically looking at the advertisements for these games or not looking at the advertisements for these games and just kind of reading up on them. And you're putting down money for something that you haven't played. But in this day and age where we have consoles, like new consoles coming out every year versus the 7 to 10 year dev cycle like it was before, you're having basically just re-releases of the same games and things like that. Is it a beneficial investment to actually pay full price for a game that you paid full price for 4 or 5 years ago just because the graphics are better? You're not getting anything in return anymore. A lot of times the pre-orders, they're just available for pre-order because the developers want it to be open for pre-order. It's not actually fun. And to be honest with you, I don't know about you guys, I don't really go to GameStop all that much, but I haven't really heard of any games having any like midnight release parties.
Fallout 4, that was huge. I went to that one, and that was huge. But that's like one of the exceptions, yes.
I was going to say, like, it used to be like whenever a major game came out, it was like they always did a release party. So, like, definitely Call of Duty. Definitely
Halo 2 was huge. Halo 3 was huge.
Yeah, but
Call of Duty Black Ops.
Is that, like, now it's just become a thing. Yeah. Yes, thank you. Can I talk? I'm sorry. I thought I was still presenting.
Ow, jeez, somebody is touchy since you can't touch her leg.
I hadn't said nothing, though.
Yeah, I'm stuck in a cast, and I'm stuck in the house for 5 days. I'm going to be a little bit on it.
Somebody's going to be murdered by the end of the week.
Huh?
There's going to be a body under a floorboard by the end of the week. That's all I'm saying.
Probably. But no, like, I was listening to a couple of different podcasts, and of course, people feel different ways about the whole pre-order issue. But one of the big ones, and I actually read a couple of different articles too, is that, like, one of the big examples that they gave was people constantly bitch about GameStop. And that's why they're actually listed on here. Because GameStop, the return that they give you on your games, so let's say that you go out and you buy a $60 game tomorrow. Obviously, yes, we know if you return it within 3 to 7 days or whatever, you get your money back. But let's say that you turn it in 2 weeks later and you're like, look, I don't like this game. And they're going to turn around, they're going to give you $10, $20 for a game that you paid $60 for, but then they're going to turn around and sell it for that same $60. You're not...
Oh, yeah.
One of the big things that they're like is stop pre-ordering games. Watch people play the game first, then decide whether or not that's something that you want to play. And what they're running into a lot of times is that people are saying, oh, well, you know, this game isn't really what I wanted. It's not what I thought about it. And a good example of that is Overwatch. You know, I didn't pre-order it. I watched somebody else play it before, and then I went out and purchased it. And when I was playing it myself, watching somebody else play it was really cool, but then I bought it and I was like, oh, okay. You know, this is just something to do. Like, it's not really challenging. It's just a bunch of, oh, protect this or defend that and capture this, and that's it. And it's just, I think, like 2 game modes was all that it had the last time that I played it. So the exception to this, of course, being some of, like, the titles that are up here. So obviously, if you've played Skyrim, the remastered, if you want to purchase that one, fine. You know, BioShock, we know what that is. You know, some of these titles, they have really great fan bases. You know, they're very big. And pre-ordering those kinds of games are fine. But these small games, like even with Dead Island Definitive Edition, if you never played Dead Island before and you saw that and you're like, oh, zombie game, but then all of a sudden you didn't like the game mechanics of Dead Island, you're basically screwed because you pre-ordered a game that you'd never played before. And so, I mean, I guess my take on it is, like, if you're going to pre-order it, fine, but why are you pre-ordering it? Like, you're not getting anything extra out of it. The reason that I pre-ordered, like, because I pre-ordered Battlefield 1, is that I won't say that I'm bad with money, but if I have it, I'm going to put it towards bills. And I know that I have excess money, but I'm also that person. I'm like, okay, I want to put extra towards it because I have it, like my credit card or my car payment or something like that, versus, oh, well, I'm just going to put $5 or $10 back. Like, I put responsibilities before I put anything towards
the responsible
entertainment.
Way of doing it.
Yeah. So for me, it's easier because I'm like, oh, by the way, I'm out here in Plainfield. Hey, there's GameStop. Oh, I have $15. I can go put toward my pre-order. Exactly. And then that money's out of sight, out of mind. And then I can just divvy up whatever the rest I want to my bills. And so that is my benefit out of it. But, like, is it really a beneficial investment anymore with everything? I mean, GameStop isn't the only thing that offers pre-orders anymore. You can pre-order through PSN. You can pre-order through pre-order through Xbox One, Amazon, basically anything. I think you can actually pre-order games straight through the developers now, too.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you can just go to, like, their website, and then games that they have available, you can pre-order, and as soon as it's available in digital copy, they will send you an email with the code so that you can go download it for your platform.
See, now, my viewpoint on this, because I actually have an example that happened today, and then right on what you said. First, I'll get into, is it a good idea to pre-order or not? If you know this is a game that you'll probably 90% of the time definitely like because you played the series before, or this is something right up your alley, or even if it's not right up your alley, it's something that really catches your attention and it's like, okay, this is a story or a gameplay mechanic I haven't seen before, something I'm very interested in, then okay. The other good thing for pre-ordering is that, like you said, responsibilities. For me, it's like I gotta pay bills, I have kids to take care of, birthdays, clothes, this and that. It's a lot easier to go in, oh, it's 4 months before the game comes out, I'll put $15 down this month, and make sure, you know what I mean? So that helps out a lot. But, like you said, is it worth it? No. 90% of the games, it is not worth it to pre-order. But there are good games that you can pre-order, and this is just the regular, not the special edition pre-order, that do give you bonuses. And I've had that with the last, like, 3 or 4 pre-orders that I've actually did, where I actually did get, like, posters, an art book, CDs, and stuff like that. Very few do it now, which is fucking stupid in my book. If I'm giving you my money, and that's the thing, is developers want this money to know that they're going to have a hit on their hands. It's a lot more safe to go, okay, these people pre-order this before even a review came out, so we know we're going to get our cash. And that's the whole reason for pre-orders, to be honest. But the other thing is, no, if you don't know this is going to be a game for you and you're just going off the buzz of people, then you probably shouldn't do it. Like today, off Craigslist, I found a guy. I've been wanting Dark Souls 3, but like I said, at the time, I had responsibilities. Couldn't buy the game. I'm a huge Blood Souls fan, but I couldn't buy the new one. This guy went out, pre-ordered it, got it the day it came out. Too hard for him. He did not know what he was getting into, and GameStop wanted to give him like $15 back on it. He got $25 out of me. Yeah, it's still half the price, but it's better than what fucking GameStop would have gave him. And GameStop as a corporation is shit. It is shit straight up. But I do like going to GameStop because it is close by. There's people there that I know that work there that, I'm really cool with, and I don't blame them for the job that they have. Of course, I'm not going to trade any of my fucking games into them because I'm not going to get anything for it. But I will pre-order from them because it's close, it's convenient, and I know the people that work there. But the company as a whole, I do not fucking promote. I do not fucking stand by. The company is shit. I'm just going to say that now. But like I said, it's a give and take,
Yeah, just to chime in, because, I was being nice and letting Mother ISIS of the ISIS Corporation.
You didn't want to get choked, that's
over there.
Yeah, I was gonna bite somebody's head off.
I was staying out of it.
She's pulling an Aussie.
He said, "Never mind."
But anyway, moving along. I almost have fallen victim to the pre-order thing before. Not really me. It was my wife. She was wanting to get me, the Star Wars Battlefront. But at the time, the price really wasn't right, and after looking into it, watching gameplay and stuff of that nature, I kind of told her, I think we dodged a bullet with that one. She's like, why? I was like, because from what I'm seeing, it's not everything they were hyping it up to be. Also, on top of on top of that, how many times have we seen, tons of pre-orders, the game comes out, and a month later, there's new DLC. Now, how much of our pre-order money has gone to, making the new DLC? Oh, which is another $5, $10, $15 for, 3 maps, a gun, and somebody in a bathing suit.
$20.
Yeah, DLC is kind of crazy. It's like, oh, I'm paying a third of the game for 4 maps, a gun, and a rubber chicken that shoots eggs at its ass. No, I'm good with all that.
Well, that was one of the other things that was kind of brought to the attention, especially, it seemed pretty common around the different podcasts that I had listened to, is that, yes, there are some pre-orders that, tempt you with, oh, hey, if you pre-order this game, we're going to give you the this new DLC map that matches the favorite map off of the previous game. We're going to give you this many guns, this many skins, and we're going to give you all of these different, Okay, I'm sorry, what?
Oh, it was just a joke. I just said cough, cough, Call of Duty when you said that.
Oh. Well, I was trying to make a point, but yeah. So, Call of Duty. Never mind.
Sorry, it was just like a quick 2-second joke.
It's fine.
Come on.
Let's move on. No, I'm done. That's just, yeah. So, it's really up to the player. Let them decide if they want to pre-order or not, I guess. But that's all I had. Are we ready to move on to the next one?
No, I'm good with GameStop, so I'm good.
She holds her rage within inside, so that way when she goes to the store to actually pick up her product, she can unleash it on Premiere.
See, this is what I was about to ask him, are you good with him, or are you not? Are you good with him in, oh yeah, I'm cool with him, or I'm good as in, I'm not, what?
No, I'm fine. I don't...
Okay, gotcha.
I'm okay with GameStop as a company.
Gotcha.
The way that, for what they have to do and what they sell, I'm fine with. The fact that they have to rebuy games and sell them cheaper because they're used, so they're not making as much money off of them, so they can't give you as much money as you think you deserve for them. Okay, fine, whatever. That's a thing that people have been bitching about for years. Now, as far as pre-orders go, I think the last game that there was one that was like a GameStop one that was like, it was the Arkham Knight, Batman Arkham Knight. If you pre-ordered it, you got the Red Hood DLC.
Oh yeah.
If you waited long enough, you got the DLC anyway.
Yep.
Like, there was no point to even pre-order it. Like, people weren't held, like, people weren't kept from that DLC. You got it anyway. Now, I only really have games pre-ordered because it's just simpler for me to know what I have ready, like the new Skyrim that I'm excited for. That's coming out, that I have pre-ordered. Am I getting anything special for it? No. Oh well. I have it.
Yeah.
I paid the exact same amount of money that I would if I got a digital copy. Okay. I mean, I just think they've changed it, definitely, but now you pay more for, like, the specialty ones. Like, for Fallout 4, if you bought, like, if you bought the specialty, you could get, like, a Pip-Boy you could put your phone in.
Oh, yes. Me and my brother wanted
saw
that. Yeah, me and my brother wanted that so bad, but when we went up to the pre-order, all the pre-orders were out for it. We were so pissed. We're like, no! That was so awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to get the Persona Special Collectors, which is like fucking $100. You get a ton of, like, really cool stuff, and since I'm a fan of the series, it makes sense for me to have some memorabilia of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But, you know, I don't really have a problem with, you know, the fact that they put smaller stuff on pre-orders, but I can see where it's not beneficial for anybody, so just wait till other people play it. That's really all I had for it.
Yeah. One thing though I do want to point out that I've been noticing here lately is it mainly with PC. You can pre-order with Steam now, and they're changing what you get via GameStop pre-order and what you're getting via Steam pre-order on some of the games. I think, which one was it? I think it was the last Call of Duty that came out. I think you got like a tomahawk or something like that, some kind of throwing weapon from Steam, but GameStop gave you like a bow and arrow or something. So there's that. I do know for a fact that Battlefield 4, if you pre-ordered it through Origin, you got the bow and arrow, and that's the only way to get it, was that pre-order. Well, of course, that and hitting your max level and completing the single player on hard was the only way to get that bow and arrow. But just because, you know, mine was purchased, you know, as a box in, I think, Walmart or Post Exchange down here on base. No, Battlefield 4. But anyway, it was purchased at a store like that, and so I didn't get the option to even look at that. And it was not a pre-ordered for me, too, so there are different things coming out as far as pre-orders are going to try to draw people in this direction or that direction. I've been watching that a lot here lately as well. And like Monkey Paw says, some DLC, if you wait long enough, you're going to get it for free anyway, so pre-ordering gets kind of silly. But, you know, there's those gamers out there that's like, oh, no, I got to have that competitive edge. I have to have that gun that shoots nukes that says John Cena every time, so, you know.
That would be awesome. Mods. But yeah, like, I agree with Monkey Paws, too. Like, there is a beneficial aspect to it for when it comes to money and bills and everything. Like, sometimes it's better to just pay it off slowly. Like, so you know what you have, you got your bills taken care of, and this and that. And that's really, at this point, for me, because I know, like, half the shit, you're going to not get anything special with it. So that's the only draw right now for the pre-orders for me. And then sometimes, like, with the last 3 games, like I said earlier, like, I've been pleasantly surprised to get posters and extra stuff. Like, with Doom and stuff. Like, I got a whole bunch of, like, special collectors. cards and a poster and this and that. So, like, you know, that's cool and all, but, like, definitely know it's a game that you want to get, that you're going to have fun with. And to look at it from an aspect of, do you have the extra income? Do you need to pay it off before you even get it? Like, you know what I mean?